Hey guys, what's good? Mike here. Thanks for tuning in to another video. In this video, I want to give you an interviewing tip, a tip that you can take with you and use on your next interview as a UI UX designer, or anyone for that matter. I have a few interviewing videos or interviewing tips and advice videos on my YouTube channel, and it always goes well. I have tons of emails of people saying, thank you so much for those tips and advice. I used them in my interview and it went well and I ended up getting a job. I have about over 50 of these emails over the last several years. And that's awesome. If somebody can take a tip from my YouTube video and it helped them, it was a little bit that helped them land a job, that's awesome. So here's another tip that definitely use this in your next interview if you're not already. And it's about focusing or explaining to the hiring manager how important it is for you to come in and be a team player. So you want to close with letting them know how important you understand it is to be a team player, to come in and not only provide value to the company, but be a team player, and that's how successful products get achieved. And in my other videos, one of my best advice outside of just trying to be, friendly and be yourself and talk about, some of your skill sets and all that stuff, is the close. I always talk about the close. So at the end of the interview, the interviewer will always ask you if you have any questions for them. And so my big advice is you always want to close and use the closing at the very end to sell yourself to the hiring manager. One of the biggies is you never want to go into an interview and let's say you're nervous and at the end of the day, at the end of the interview, they say thank you and you say thank you and you walk out and they're kind of unsure, like, oh man, does she want the job or does he want the job? And they're like, I like your skill set, but do you know if he's really passionate? Is he gonna be here? Is she gonna be here for a long time, right? And so you never want to leave that uncertainty in the hiring manager's sort of mind, okay? Obviously, you're interviewing for the position. If you don't want the position, then don't do this. But if you really want the position, obviously you want the position because you want money, right? You need a paycheck, you need to pay your bills. 2, you want a good job, right? And so you want to work at the company, whatever, right? You're passionate, but you can't say those things to the hiring manager. But what you can do is be honest at the very end and kind of sell yourself and reassure them of your passion and interest for the company. So the close goes something like this. When they say, hey Mike, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for coming in. Do you have any other questions for us? That's your opportunity to inject your sales pitch and your closing statements to them to reassure them of your interest in the job. And so I'll do something like this. I'm saying, you know what? I don't have any questions at the moment, but I just want to say, appreciate you guys bringing me in. I want to reassure you that I'm super passionate and excited about this opportunity. I've been thinking about it over the last few days, and I just want to reassure you guys that there's nothing else I want to do. I know I can do this job. I know I can provide amazing amounts of value to the company, and I want to come in and be a strong team player and work as a team and get things done. And I know that being a team player is so important to making a product successful. And so that's my that's what I'm feeling right now, and that's what I want to leave you with. So, hopefully we could work something out and get this done, and I look forward to, hearing about the next steps, right? So in a roundabout way, you don't have to be all perfect, but at the end of the day, that hiring manager, if they hear the honesty in your response, they know that Michael he's passionate, he really wants this job. Like he reassured, and subconsciously, he reassured us how he wants the job and he's interested in being a team player. Now, at the very end, so that's the sales pitch, but at the end, I kind of injected the idea of being a team player. And so this is the tip I want to leave you with. Not only do you close and reassure them of your interest in the job, but you reassure them your understanding of that in order for a company or a product to be successful, it takes an entire team. That's the biggie, because a lot of hiring managers, they want to hire top talent, but they don't want you to come in and be a big shot, right? Like if you go to Google right now, they have I have friends that work at Google. A lot of them, one of the complaints they have at Google is everybody's so super smart, but there's so many egos, right? And so because everybody is in top talent in their discipline, there's so many egos, and it takes really a quality person to really be humble and allow others to get their way when there's several ways to solve a problem and things like that. It takes really a person with understanding of their skill set, you know, being confident and stuff like that, and really being humble to be a strong team player for the sake of the team and the company to achieve things, right? So hiring managers understand that. And so that's something, if you can inject not only your closing passionate statement saying, hey, I'm really been thinking about this job, I really want this. If you can inject, hey, I understand that it takes a team, a strong team, to be successful and produce great products, and that's what I want to come in and do. I want to come in and be a valuable asset to the team. I want to be a team player and, you know, do great things here. So that goes well for you as a hiring manager. If I hear that, I'm like, wow, this person understands the importance of being a team player. And so if you don't already do that in your interviews, make sure you inject that. I was just reading an article, because TurboTax has an amazing user experience, and they're doing things strategically in their user experience that I'm actually going to be teaching on in a lesson on my at my ML UX Academy continuing education program. That it's important for UX designers to know, and it deals around being conversational things in their user experience and stuff like that. The point here is I was reading an article about how they did it and some of the things, and it shows the huge team of people that have worked on TurboTax. And so it's not just, hey, one designer was responsible for that. You got product managers, directors, stakeholders, UX designers, like product designers, UX researchers, a whole business analyst. You have a huge team of people that was responsible for that amazing user experience at TurboTax. And so that sparked my thinking, is like, you got to remember to be a team player. It doesn't take one person to produce a great product. It takes a strong team. So if you can remember that, speak about that, explain that to hiring managers and so forth, that will only go well for you in an interview. All right, hopefully this was helpful, guys. You can use this on your next interview, and hopefully you get the job. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, thanks for commenting, liking, and subscribing to my YouTube channel. Subscribe and hit the little bell notification to get videos like this in your inbox. And as always, if you want to learn more about me and learn about product UI UX design, you can visit my site, ML UX Academy. It's in one of the, I think it's in this corner or that corner. You click on that little information icon, it takes you right to the site, and you can get started for free learning today. All right, anyway, thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions, shoot me comments and I'll be happy to answer that for you, and catch you guys in the next video. Peace.